Okay. Here we go. And okay. Nice calming trip out onto the sea. Nothing to worry about. What was I working on? Oh, okay. I had a blue crab, so I need to go back for that. Yeah, I don't know where those are. Center of the Gale Cliffs. I feel like I should have run into that by now. But, okay. Let's see what we can do. What we got here? Anything of note? Just that? I'll leave it for the moment. No. Hey, 255. I'll check your comment in a minute. Wait, was there... Ah, damn it. Was there something fishable in here? No, that was just the chest. Okay. So. So, where? I guess I just gotta go about... I gotta start being systematic about it. Because when it says center of the Gale Cliffs, it can't be literal center, because that's something else. Okay. What do we got here? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Son of a... Crap. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Arrgh! Ah, shit! Just watch a turf be asked to give examples of trans women threatening cis women. She said it feels threatening to ask not to share a bathroom with someone and be told no. Oh yeah, yeah. Because as we all know, this is the group that is all about their feelings and never about facts. Oh fucking wait. What was I looking for? The frickin' what's it called? Codger eel is what I was looking for. Can I afford repairs? I hope so. I got a little dinged up. Did it say it was only out at night? Oh. Oh, no. Did it? Oh, well, it sort of does. It says they rot pretty quick in the sun, which would imply night. So that was the detail I was missing. Okay. I don't want to go night fishing. Come on. Ooh, nope, that's not it. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. What's this? There we go. Oh, shit. I just went the long way around. I didn't mean to go the long way around. Ah! Oh! Oh! Jerk. Okay. So, how long? Alright, so it's still fresh. So you need to come back when it's in a rotting state, because, like, it goes fresh, stale, rotting, and then it's just unusable. Started snowing there again? I have fun with that. Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, where they do a parody of the opening of Jaws with Lenny. It says drinking and night swimming. A winning combination! Yes, as we all know. Still fresh. So we sell that. And we sell that. Unless I've missed something, I don't think I need a tip at the moment, Saint Nobody, but I'll let you know. Whoops. Now stale. Okay. So it's already stale. Let's grab one more thing, then take it over. Yeah. Currently stale. Still stale? Still stale. Okay. Watch Mystery Men for the second time yesterday. I think I enjoyed it more this time. I think it's one of those movies that goes down a little bit better once you know what you're in for, you know? Alright, still currently stale. Doc. Hey, Gabriel. I'm doing all right. I believe there's some feminist analysis of that scene in Jaws. Kind of punishing a young girl for being promiscuous. I mean, yeah. Effectively. Like, that having been said, the movie doesn't have that as an overall MO. But yeah, it is kind of doing that a little bit. It's a pretty standard horror movie thing. Yes, of course I was angry, Miss Wicked Wolf. It sucked. And, like, really only the one major thing that it did wrong was kind of inexcusable as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's messed up and not okay. That you got that wrong. Check. All right, still stale. Don't bother hissing, Ms. Wicked Wolf. You'd be doing it through most of the video, so you can just save yourself the trouble. Filming a Mystery Man I heard was a nightmare. The director went back to doing commercials after that one movie directing experience. There was a fair amount of that going around in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I'm not going to get into detail saying nobody, because, yeah, I know not everyone keeps up. I, frankly, am behind on a lot of it, to be blunt. All right. Patch up the hull. There we go. Nothing. Still stale. I did, Peter. That has now become not this weekend's main channel video, but next weekend's. And I didn't want it to be, but it's gonna be now. So yeah, I saw. Still stale, so let's see. Rotting. There we go. That was not as much of a reward as I was kind of hoping for, but whatever. So there's a director named Herc Harvey. What a name. Herc Harvey. Mostly made industrial training films, but he also made one great horror movie, but the copyright got screwed up and it went to public domain. What was the movie, out of curiosity? Carnival of Souls. Not sure I've heard of that one. But yeah, late 90s, early 2000s, there were lots of commercial directors and music video directors who like got their one shot at a movie, and the movie either turned out so bad, or the experience of them doing it was so negative, they just never did it again. Tomorrow's video reminds me of a podcaster I follow, a podcaster I follow after Governor of Hot Wheels thing. He said, so are you looking for a disabled person so you can feel okay making fun of? Yeah, is kind of the... it is kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. It's tomorrow's video on the main channel. So, all right, let's get some more sleep. Cool. So that's that done. What I need now is I need metal pieces. I need metal pieces, I need, I think, one more piece of wood, and I need money. I really need money. I've checked this, haven't I? I think I have. Oh, it's just a place where I can dock. Oh, photographer? No, I haven't. No, I've never checked you. Oh, okay. Cool. Hello, sorry. Would you step out of the way for a moment? You're in my shot. You move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in exasperation and mutters to herself, no, this simply won't do. The angle of this lens is all wrong. I'll never get a close-up shot of anything with this. The others, I fear they were lost overboard. She sighs again and looks off to the west. I was sailing from Stellar Basin, you see, squeezing my boat through a narrow gap between two islands, and then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared not stop. If you are able to retrieve the lenses for me and let me see. She rummages through what few belongings survived the trip. I have a spare camera that I don't need. You're welcome to it if you can find those lenses. I'll mark on your map where I lost them. Oh, okay, cool. What do we got here? Damn it. Is that... Yeah, that's the yellow hooded guy. Okay, so that's where he is. Punisher. Now, to be quite frank, yeah, the grunting noises he made during the fight really did start to bother me. The hell? Are you going to attack me? Because there was another one that did. Slab of rock. 4 large, powerful fish shapes carved into its face. Alright. Start placing some fish, I guess. Oh, and if you're wondering, Saint, I did figure out the crab one on my own time. Oh dear. It's getting a little late. Didn't know whether I'd caught that before. I had not. Very cool. Don't let the sun go down. on me. Late 90s, early 2000s must have been one hell of a time. Every time is a hell of a time. My friend Naya Tower really liked your TikTok video about HP merge. She used to be a Slytherin. Oh, fellow former Slytherin. Squeezing my boat through a narrow gap. Is that what they are calling it these days? Oh, we're calling it all kinds of things. Depends on the specifics. You know, there's the old squeezing your boat through a narrow gap. There's trolling. There's dredging the deeps. We call all kinds of things, but it's specific things. And as cool as Daredevil Punisher fight was, fighting the task force scene was, Frank was trying way too hard with the grunting. I couldn't help but laugh. Yeah, like, it didn't even feel like it was for emphasis. It just felt like something he did. Come on. Oh, you're very observant, Saint. Okay. I'm thinking about rewatching the Hobbit trilogy. Why? I haven't seen them since the third one came out. Okay. I'm not sure you could pay me to watch the extended cuts. Like, the idea of adding more to those already terminally bloated films. Whoa! Savage Barracuda. Oh, goodness. Ooh, goodness gracious. Thrashes about ruinously, jaws snapping and tearing its own flesh apart. Ugh. Body sundered by ravenous hatred. Good grief. Whew. What do you think of the new Darth Maul? There's a Darth Maul animated series? Like, that's out or that's been announced? Because I generally don't have opinions on announced stuff. From, you know, franchises and studios that have been known to cancel things before they get off the ground. Which, like, to be fair, Star Wars isn't the most egregious at this, but they've done it a bit. Curious looking chest, half submerged. What do we got? Small scrap of paper. With a line drawn on it. Was I missing part of the map before? Interesting. Goblet. I'd have thought that would have been the Photography equipment. Gotcha. Alright, for where I am... was announced last night. They showed a trailer. It leaked online. Is it live action or is it animated? After I saw 5 Armies, I refused to watch the Hobbit trilogy. I only cared about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like, I already didn't like it from the first one. That having been said, the first one is the best one by a heavy margin. But that last one especially is like, what are we frickin' doing? Really, the main thing is that Ian McKellen is still great as Gandalf. Martin Freeman is a great Bilbo. The Riddle in the Dark Scene is good. That's about it. That is about it. I don't think I have anything else nice to say about that thing. It's just a disaster. It's bad. It's bloated. It doesn't remember what was good about Lord of the Rings. And that's beside the fact that it shouldn't have felt like Lord of the Rings anyways. Like, I understand that The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings are set in the same world. They should not have a similar tone and feel. And the fact that they tried to make The Hobbit feel like Lord of the Rings, like with the epic scope and scale and everything, that is like just so fundamentally wrong. Just infuriating. One is an epic story of world-changing events. One is a fluffy adventure about getting treasure from a dragon. They should not have the same atmosphere, tone, and feel. Like, they just shouldn't. It's set after the Clone Wars. He's setting up Crimson Dawn. Sam Witwer is voicing him again. It's animated. Okay. I figured it would have to be, given the controversy around Ray Park. They probably wouldn't want to bring him back to be the physical actor again, and it just simplifies everything as if it's animated. Okay. They also showed a trailer for the Mandalorian film. Wow, do I not care. Wow, I so don't care. Captain Amazing, similar to Homelander. Yeah, there's some ideas that were in Mystery Men that get picked up and explored more thoroughly by later content and material. Okay. The other book I'm reading, not a culture book, there's a bit where the main character finds a luxurious underground bunker in a post-apocalyptic landscape. He asks where the owner and bunker's AI explains the owner spent years profiting from dismantling his country's infrastructure, then crashed on an unmaintained road when he decided to go bunker. I kind of love that 255. I kind of adore it. Right, I think you could have picked up from context, Ms. Wicked Wolf. Ray Park was the actor who played Darth Maul originally in live action. And, like, his kids have had a lot of very not nice things to say about him. And he has kind of been persona non grata for a little bit now. I remember a stretch in the early 2000s when Ray Park was in, like, everything. Because, like, almost back to back to back. He was Toad in the first X-Men movie. He was Darth Maul, and he was the. All right, I'm gonna have to explain this. He effectively was the Headless Horseman in Sleepy Hollow. Yes, I know Christopher Walken played the character with a head, but for all the action scenes where the character was headless, that was Ray Park. Perished loose jaw. Yikes. Just that sound, just that discordant sound that you get when you find something that's just not right. Oh, this was the campsite. For some reason, I thought this was the photographer. Nope. So, hang on. Oh, no, she was right. Or was she? Oh, she was here. This is where she was. Yeah, I know about that, T. Yeah, Ray Park was never Darth Maul's voice, even for, the one line he had in Phantom Menace. It annoys me about Toad. I hate the trope where villains just happen to have the more gross superpowers. I mean, that is one of the things that's interesting. If you actually get into the X-Men comics, there are, they're not the primary heroes, but, there are absolutely teenagers at Professor Xavier's school who are nominally good and just have gross and weird superpowers. They definitely exist. But yeah, the movie kind of, and there are obviously lots of gross ones who are villains too, but the comics balance that a little bit better. Largely during the times when they show just sort of the normal students and not just the X-Men. Hey there, Dharma. Yeah, I saw humpbacks. A blue whale, dang. A few ragged scraps of skin hang like cobwebs from its fins. Its exposed muscles are riddled with small white worms. The spleen? Yeah. Yeah, so now I can take pictures. Huzzah! Aha! There we go. Yes, I do know Dharma. I'll never play it because I bounced off Dave for reasons I explained when I reviewed it, but... Okay, so I can't just fill it. There's something else going on with this. I thought if I just filled it with fish, it would do... Oh, hang on. Does it want a specific kind? 4 large, powerful fish shapes. And 4 great fishers. 4. So you want me to do it with 4 or less? Maybe? Alright. Alright, so I don't quite know what the deal with this is yet. On the upside, that's a bunch of stuff that I can sell. What else have I caught that's large? Hammerhead sharks. I think is probably the largest thing I've caught. Barely remember where those are, but okay. Have you heard or seen the show Touch? Starred Kiefer Sutherland, David Moses, and created by Tim Crane. If not, you check it out. I've never even heard of it. My Hero Academia has a minor character who has the same powers as Kilgrave at one point. He says, everyone says I have a villain's power, but that's not what I want to be. I mean, like, that's a thing worth exploring a little bit in that kind of setting. Or, you know, everybody presumes they know who you are based off a type of power. And, like, yeah, mind control, because of the inherent squickiness of the idea, yeah, people tend to assume mind control is the thing villains do, unless you're the Jedi, apparently. Still sane? I am still sane! Somehow. Alright, that one I'm gonna hold because that I can take to the Yellow Hood guy. It's called Star Wars Starfighter. That's the... Brian Sean Levy at Star Wars Celebration to announce his new film starring Ryan Gosling is supposed to be filming this year. Star Wars Starfighter. That is the word to star too many times in rapid succession. Star Wars Starfighter. Because you know how he goes and fights stars and has wars with them, indeed. Like, what? Ooh, so well. Yeah, no, I've caught all this stuff. I don't know, Jennifer. I kind of like that his powers are exactly what he said they were, and they just found the one really contrived situation where those powers were actually helpful. I kind of liked it. Because, like, there's, like, useless superpowers are just a fun thing to think about. It's like if T2 was called T2 Terminator's Back. Terminator 2, The Return of the Terminator, who's here to terminate. Answers await. Okay. Advanced fishing. Yay. Okay, so that's you all sorted. Let's check pursuits here. Relics and... Oh, go back to the traveling merchant and actually have a conversation with her, I suppose. Theater kids from the 90s had better musicals. I certainly won't dispute that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with either Phantom or Les Mis. First of all. There is nothing wrong with either of those. But we did have some good stuff in the 90s. I think Rent was the overwhelmingly big one. Which I know it's become... fashionable to say Rent is bad, Rent is not bad. Rent is good. I mean, the show Rent is good. The practice of paying rent is bad. Yes! Nice. She sells those, doesn't she? She does. Only got one at the moment, though. So we'll leave it at that. Take me back to the dock. It's just one more and then, you know, cash. Let's do some research. I've got two. Man, I don't even have the space for that. But I hopefully will soon, so why don't we start working on that. Hamilton or 6? Depends on my mood. Probably 6 more often than not. Casanova Frankenstein is silly, but kind of badass supervillain name. Yeah, he's a very strange character, too. There's a bit in First Contact where Zephram Cochrane says, so you people are astronauts on some kind of Star Trek. On the audio commentary, Brendan Braga and Ronald D. Moore just admitted to the fact they heard people groaning at the line at the premiere. Yeah, it's a groan-worthy line. Like... It is parody levels of groan worthy, that line. Okay, now I just need lots of money. All right, so what do we got for pursuits here? More of the rare fish, the statues, the relics. Okay. I feel like I've spent a lot of time. The Gale Cliffs, a decent amount of time at the Stellar Basin. I think I am overdue to really dig into the Devil's Spine. That was a strange way to word that. Rent makes me think of Peter Parker's landlord. Rent? Trophy blue mackerel. Woo! What we got over here? Oof. I have got some decent speed going at this point. What we got over here? Yep, Kay Howard is my preferred queen from 6, as has been noted before. Oh. Hang on, can I pull up here? Is there anything here? Campsite. Small structure sits on the island nearby an abandoned site. What do? Examine the structure? Old stone structure is built around a statue. The statue has its arms raised toward the lighthouse at Devil's Spine. Whether it gestures in fear or praise, you cannot tell. Campsite itself is unremarkable, but you wonder who would choose an island such as this to make camp. Nearby, you find a piece of paper flapping in a bush. A note is written on it. You put it in your pocket to read later. Message in a bottle, yeah. Close now. Nobody knows. Does he know? Desecrated temple, forgive me. The only way he might understand. Must help him. Must stop him. Okay. Ooh. Hello. I'd have thought I would have been getting something more noteworthy than that, considering how tricky that was to navigate into without hitting anything. But wait, which way am I going? I don't want to go south. I want to go north. Ooh, there we go. So what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? Yeah, exactly. It's like that gag from Family Guy where whenever the title of the movie is said in the movie, Peter's like, he said it. I need to see Rent, the movie that is. I honestly never got around to seeing it. I would honestly recommend the stage soundtrack over watching the movie. The movie's fine, but I've talked about this before. The problem that the movie has is that they use the same actors, and it's not that the actors aren't good in the roles, but like those characters work in their 20s. But in the movie, they were almost all of them visibly in their 30s. And 30-somethings acting the way that 20-somethings were originally intended to act and behave comes across a little bit more insufferable. It just made me remember a line from a British sitcom you've probably never heard of called I'm Alan Partridge. I've heard of it. I've never watched it, but I've heard of it. The main character asks his assistant to lie for him, and she can't in the eyes of God. So he says, I'm on God's lin. I can't stand the devil. I think he's bang out of order. Which Police albums do you like? I actually don't know any of their full albums. I just know a scant few random songs. God's Side, Lynn. Oh, thank you for clarifying that. I was confused. If there was ever a TV show finale that disappointed me, it was Gotham Season 5. I love Seasons 1 through 4, but Season 5 felt too rushed for me to enjoy it. Yeah, I'd happily rewatch Seasons 1 through 4. I might spot check a couple of random episodes in Season 5, but I'd mostly give it a pass. It's not good. Season 2, 3, and 4. Like, Season 1 I'll still defend as, like, an easing you into the insanity. But Seasons 2, 3, 4 of that show, mwah, glorious madness. There's a film stage version of the final performance of Rent. Oh, nifty. Alright, so let's get some sleep. All right. Ooh, hello. What are you? I don't know. Whoa! 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 Yeesh! The hell was that? My darling, I found you at last. When you left, I was scattered to the winds. Now I feel almost whole again. There's just one thing left to do. Throw me back. Yikes. What the hell are those things? And how do I not attract their attention? Like, it's daytime. I'm not used to having to deal with that nonsense in the daytime. Volcanic. Oh, I've got a volcanic rod. Look at that. What is it? It's an inanimate carbon rod. I think I'm Alan Partridge is one of the funniest sitcoms ever made, but it's very cringe comedy. That's why I've avoided it. I know it's very cringe comedy, and like, again, if that's your jam, that's fine. But, like, it is not my jam. All right, put that in storage. Grab this. Oceanic. I don't need abyssal. I'm gonna leave that on for now. I might swap that for the trawler net though. Frilled shark. Neat. Pale skate. Oh, I've gotten you before. Damn it. Put that stuff into storage. Hey, Scuzzbopper, good to see you. Oh, feeding crows on the beach. That sounds great. Vera, sorry, you piqued my special interest. No need to apologize. Just understand, especially when it comes to music, there are many, many people, like, I know one or two scant songs, but there is almost nobody that I know enough about their full catalog to name specific albums. The only, like, Weird Al I could do it, though I've dropped off them in the last 6 years or so. I could go through some albums for, like, Blind Guardian for you. Lorena McKenna, I think that's about it, though. Anything else, like, I don't know them enough to talk albums. Gotham was also the first show that introduced me to the Batman universe, which is why the show had a special place in my heart. Plus, probably just me, but Robin Lord Tyler is the best Penguin. I don't know if he's the best. He's one of the good, like, there have been a lot of good Penguins. Burgess Meredith was a good Penguin. I do like Colin Farrell's Penguin, although, interestingly, and I've mentioned this in my reviews of that show, part of the reason I like him is he reminds me of Robin Lord Taylor's Penguin in one specific element, which is that how quickly he flips between opportunism and planning. Like, he'll have a plan, but He's such an opportunist, and he jumps on things as soon as he can. It takes a little while to suss out, wait, how much of this is stuff you were planning, and how much of this is you just winging it? And they both have that, and I like that a lot. I've not gotten a volcanic net yet, no. Which actually, now that I think about it, means I should, yeah, I need to, because the one I've got, yeah, it only does coastal. Okay. All right. Living fossil. Though technically a shark, it swims like an eel hunting prey with 300 needle-like teeth. Yikes. Okay. Here, no. Boy, this area is unsettling to be in, even in daytimes. Like, for real. And, like, the volcanic veins that you can see under the water are really unsettling because in so many of the other parts of the map, red under the water means run. And here, like, that's just what it's like here. But there's also red stuff under the water that you should run from. So it's like, oh, crying out loud. This game is pretty clever with the ways in which it messes you about. I feel like cringe comedy works better with a British sitcom because you're not meant to like the main character. Consequently, it's not upsetting when they embarrass themselves. Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter if I like them. I've seen plenty of comedies where, like, the victory is humiliation of the villain. Like, characters I don't like. I still don't like it. I still don't like it. It's just, I get secondhand embarrassment so badly that it's just not good. It's just not good for me. Yeah, because there's those things, those red things over there, which I don't want to attract again. I didn't like it last time. Okay. Just stay over there. Oh, crap. Oh, they're all over the place. Get away from me. Ah. Whew. Cripes, those things. Jesus. It's also harder to tell visually when the sun's starting to go down because it's already like all weird over here. Yeah, and I can see them. See them flitting about over there. Favorite Joker? Ooh. That's tough. Like, that's real tough. Excuse me. Give me a second. Let me check something here. I think I'm actually going to go with Cameron Monaghan, but I'm gonna clarify Jerome, not Jeremiah, and I don't care that he's not technically the Joker. Bite me. We've had way more good Jokers than bad Jokers. There are very few Jokers who have not been good. Like Jared Leto wasn't good. The idea behind him wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. And, like, he's a voice actor I like, but I didn't like John DiMaggio as the Joker in Under the Red Hood. I didn't like him. Other than that, most of them are decent to great. And I would include Cesar Romero in that. Although, if we're going Adam West Batman, I personally prefer the Riddler to the Joker for that show. Whoa. Volcano snail. That's new. Hello? Yeah, there's those frickin' things. What do we got here? Ooh. You look new. Oh, no, I did get one of you before. Okay, that's fine. What's over here? Oh, same thing. Whoops. Oh, Abyssal. Sneaky bugger. So I think I need to reorganize my my stuff so I can get something that I can fish in Abyssal levels with. What do we got here? Sextant. Sextant? I hardly know her. No, that doesn't work. And I know I did it on purpose. Here's the thing about Hamill and Conroy. They are phenomenal on the animated show and in a couple of the animated movies. I think they got overused after that. I think that they were dropped into a lot of stuff where, like, this doesn't benefit from it being them. I think the biggest offender of that is The Killing Joke. Like, there's a lot that doesn't work about the quote-unquote movie adaptation of The Killing Joke, but one of the things about it is Abyssal. It's coastal. this. So, hang on. Let me look at my... There we go. Okay. So I still need a bit more money. What was the message I picked up? June. Now, is this the earliest? No. March was the earliest one. June is early, though. Yesterday was the reading of his mother's will. Most of the remaining estate went directly to him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed me her pocket watch. Curious. I'm not fond of the thing, but I know that taking it will mean a lot to him. I cannot help but feel some veiled jab at me from beyond the grave. She was the type to do such a thing. Was I late on some occasion? I cannot recall. Okay, I've now heard the fugitive doctor said, and the strong implication is that the TARDIS she is using is her future TARDIS come back to assist her. Okay. Certainly a hell of a lot more explanation than we got from frickin' Chibnall. I sounded like Zoidberg! You know when Mark Hamill guest starred on The Simpsons in 1998, they wrote a comedy drill sergeant character for him to play because he was like, I'm a professional voice actor. I'm not just playing myself on The Simpsons. But yeah, that sounds like him. There's a lot about that movie that is gross. Aside from the fact that just fundamentally it does not work. And it was one of two things that firmly cemented my extreme distaste for... Oh, crap. What's his name? Damn it. What was his name? Brian Azzarello. That was it. Like, I just... Between that and his New 52 Wonder Woman, I have no use for the man. Like, I do feel like I need to go off on that at some point. When I do, it'll tank. I guarantee it. But, like... Ow, damn it. But... It's so bad. It is so astonishingly wrong-headed as a take on Wonder Woman. It boggles the mind. Stone Shrine. Whoa! I do not have crabs like that. That said, maybe there's some around here. Actually, I don't like that I just threw it into a rock. I don't think that's going to be a problem as far as the game goes, but that just bugs me a little. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Damn it! Stone tablet. Oh, is that one of the relics? No, I'm looking for a watch. Is it the trader? Strange glyph. Looks similar to the one I saw in the trader's Little Morrow. Oh, okay. Oh, I could blow that up with dynamite, which I don't currently have. God damn those things. Okay, yeah. We'll just go around the long way. Okay. Jeez! Get away. Jeez, those things will come for you. Holy crap. For me, favorite Jokers are tied between Heath Ledger and Jerome. Heath Ledger was very good. He was very good. Like, no other version of the Joker should be taking cues from him. I don't think any other production that has tried to have that kind of level, that kind of absolute chaos monster have really done well, other than Jerome, honestly. But Jerome also does not feel like a attempt to copy Heath Ledger's Joker, even though they bear a lot of surface similarities. Okay. I think I'm going to head back to Little Morrow, I think. Favorite line from that episode is some gangsters are about to attack and someone tells Hamill to use his lightsaber. What, and break it? George Lucas makes me pay for these, you know? The most minor criticism I have is with the set is that rather than do arrangement of the theme tune, you just use Whitaker era version. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if that's partially a licensing thing. I don't know, though. Haddle. Dang it. Damn it. Silver plate. Hang on a second. Can I not investigate this? Feels like I should be able to. Alright, well. Oh, I must have investigated that before. I'm not where I thought I was. I've had that happen a few times. Ooh, nice! Yeah, that probably hasn't helped 255. Also, like, just in general, the Joker has been overused a lot. And I don't think it's controversial to say that. Trader takes the stone tablet from you and inspects it closely, turning it over in his hands. Remarkable, yes. I do believe this is a fragment of a larger arrangement. He reaches up on a high shelf, brings down a similar-looking stone, albeit one covered with much more dust. Some years ago, I acquired this other piece. You found the ruins in Devil's Spine, didn't you? Yes. Suspect there will be more out there. I'll hold on to this for now, study it further while you search for other fragments. In the meantime, do you have trinkets that need appraising? Yes, actually, I do. All right. Music licensing for audiobooks, audio dramas is weird. An example I know, a lot of Star Wars, they only seem to be able to use original trilogy, prequel trilogy music in them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not shocked. Well, because, like, they only have to license from one person that way. They license from John Williams, and that I'm sure it costs more to license more stuff, but, like, you license John Williams, you get all of that. Whereas if you try and license from any of the other stuff, suddenly you've got to work with other people and shell out more money. One of question mark. Nice. Okay. Where do I want to go? Guess we'll head back to Devil's Spine. Do some more checking of things there. I did Ms. Wicked Wolf. Ugh. Andros and Star Fox. Wow. Like, the weirdest thing about bringing Andros back for freaking everything is, like, he's not interesting. Like, why? He's just a giant floating monkey head. Like, why do they think he's iconic? He's not. He's just not. I don't think anybody would have complained if there had been a different villain in Star Fox Adventure. I mean, there is a different villain in Star Fox Adventure for most of it until out of nowhere, look, it's Andros. Why, though? Why? Why? What's that over there? What is this? Oh, hello. A red one. Cusk eel. Interesting. What was the book that I just finished? Rods will reel fish in 15% more effectively. I mean, that's nice. I'm down for that. Oh. Well, there's what he wanted. Thank you for the super chat, Dharma. I greatly appreciate it. Wonder how many fans have used the plants instead of actual John Williams, since that's public domain. I mean, if they're wise. Question regarding the Prestige. Does Borden's wife know his real secret, or did she just think he was having an affair? She didn't know. She had no idea. That's part of the point. Like, nobody knew. Nobody knew. And so, yeah, she thought he was having an affair. Like, there's that whole thing where, like, she looks at him and, like, he says, I love you. And she's like, some days you mean it and some days you don't. That's her not realizing that she's noticing when they're switching. Insect Borg-like Queen raises more interesting than Andros. Most things are more interesting than Andros. Like, Andros is just a mad scientist villain. That's all he is. There's nothing really interesting about him. And, like, a mad scientist villain can be fun, but it doesn't make them worth bringing back over and over again. Right. All right. It's unsettling being around here, like more so than the game normally is. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, whoops. I didn't notice how much I was pushing the engine. Whoops. Alright, Haddle. Screwed that up. Oh, sailfish. I've gotten one of those once before. I don't remember where, but I know I've gotten one. Ossified. Ew. You mean the backstory that was only ever explored in like comics and stuff, and like the frickin' manuals, Jennifer? That backstory? Chittering mandibles side the air in front of this deep dweller, small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Eesh. Here we go. That means I can upgrade. Heck yeah. I can't afford it, but... Alright, I can't afford any of those yet, but I will be able to get some of them soon. And we probably got one more day to do. Speaking of fornication, I watched the Futurama episode, Amazon Women in the Mood. Death by Snoo Snoo! Okay. Culture book I'm reading is mostly set inside a hollow planet called the Shell World. They get their day-night cycle from many stars on tracks attached to vast ceilings. One of the quirks of this is that the stars aren't at regular intervals from each, so the day-night cycles aren't regular lengths. The characters have to keep calendar charts to keep track. Huh. Interesting. That's the sailfish, but I need oceanic, so I need to re-kit. It's a decent haul. First time I've made a short on this channel. It was kind of fun to put together. There we go. Need to uninstall that. Coastal. Take off that. We're gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. And where's the ocean? There we go. Hydraulic rod. It's an inanimate carbon rod. Okay. Which means I can get that sailfish. The game reminded me because it mentioned stars in different shades, so like one day it might be entirely red tinted. Oh, I gotcha. That makes sense. Where did it go? Where were they? Son of a... Where were the sailfish? Was this it over here? No. Could have sworn they were like here-ish. Okay, I guess we'll... Is that them there? Could be. Could be over there. Well, guess I'm just gonna wander the waves for a few more minutes. Nope. I'll still catch some. Oh, I don't think I've gotten you before. Rat tail, you're new. And you? Where the hell? Where are they? Son of a... Ooh. Orcas. The only thing I still own Harry Potter is featured volume of volume 3 of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I would barely count that. Hello. Like, that doesn't benefit rolling, and even that was kind of slamming the work, so... Alright. Coastal shallow volcanic mangrove. Yeah, I would like to get that at some point, but for right now, I could use this. So now that's for sale. The question is how much it costs. Squat lobster. Squat lobster! Sorry, not sorry. Yep, I cannot afford that. Can't even come close. I think we're going to wrap it up there. I don't know if I'll still be playing this next week. I might, but we might switch to something else. I don't know yet. But that'll be it for today. Tomorrow, excuse me. Personally, I'm with you on 255, though I think it would simplify the matter quite a bit. I will be having a video premiere on the main channel tomorrow. It will be about not the reasons why you can't dead name and misgender trans people, even if they are not good people. I've explained this before in short form and got a lot of crap for it. So instead, I'm going to take half an hour to do it. So that's tomorrow's video premiere on the main channel. Monday will be, of course, a new episode of Frack This Podcast right here and on the podcast feed. I don't know how quickly I'll get the Doctor Who review out when the new episode drops. I'm aiming for Monday, but I make no promises. It'll be Monday or Tuesday. I don't know which. There will be other stuff popping up here in the break room. I can't even remember what is the next one coming up, but there will be more Black Mirror reviews. There will be more Last of Us reviews, etc., etc., etc. So that's what's coming up. Hope everybody takes care of yourselves out there, and thank you for joining me. Be well, be safe, and be kind. I'll see you.